Hello everybody. In this YouTube session, I'm going to be covering 3 to 4 topics that I've been thinking about, which I think I do need to share with you. And these could be your concerns as well, or information that you may be looking for answers to. The first thing I want to talk about is that a lot of clients are asking about the proposed upcoming changes in the month of April 2025 as far as Australia skilled migration is concerned. Now, yes, the Australia skilled migration is introducing certain changes to its immigration policy and certain eligibility requirements in the month of April 2025. However, these changes do not impact point-based skilled migration applicants such as subclass 189, 190 and 491. These changes are limited to subclass 482 only, which is now known as the skills in demand visa. Erstwhile, it was known as the temporary skills shortage visa. So basically the changes that are being introduced are for the employer-based visas and not the point-based general skilled migration visas. So I hope that concern is settled. Now, every year on the 1st of July, the Australia Department of Home Affairs rolls out its migration plan. For example, we had a migration plan for the year 23-24, for the year 24-25, and this year another plan is going to be rolled out for the year 25-26. However, what's going to be different this year is that this year there will be a multiple year plan, a layered plan, a plan that will be rolled out for 4 years. So what that essentially means for an applicant is that once a plan has been put in place for 4 years, it gives applicants a lot of certainty. They don't have to worry about their occupation being removed in the next migration year, or the point system changing in the next migration year. So they don't know whatever migration they qualify under, whatever eligibility criteria they qualify under, while they will have a new plan, or let's say new planning levels and quota for each year, they will the plans will be standard for the next 4 years. So you cannot expect any changes, and you can just sit back and relax that this is what the immigration policy for Australia is going to remain, and I have enough time to work things out and get to my goal, that is obtaining the visa. Now, lastly, I have had my team done a little bit of market research and try to get a sense into what other consultants are charging. And I was very disappointed to learn that many of the consultancies were not even able to identify the correct nominated occupation for the applicants. And they were charging a whopping amount right in the beginning, upfront. And given the changing scenario with the skills assessments, it is very important that the first step, which is the foundation step for your skilled migration application, must be right. Your nominated occupation must be right. So please think again before choosing a migration agent. You need to absolutely go with someone who has years of expertise and experience, and not just a fancy online showroom, so to say. Now, with that, I'd also like to remind you that in the past, we have seen that there has been some sort of a disparity in terms of the eligibility or let's say the documentation expectations as far as the skills assessment body is concerned and as far as the DHA is concerned. In fact, some of you who are waiting for their visas, you have to probably go through this wait, because the DHA feels that whatever documentation you had submitted to your skills assessment body in support of your claims of employment perhaps were not as exhaustive as they would like it to be, and they are requesting additional documents. So now the vetassess and the other skills bodies are bridging up this gap. The DHA and the skills assessments seem to be coming together and are on the same page, and we can clearly see that the requirements for the documentation, that means asking for additional supporting documents which may not be listed on their information sheet or a mandatory document, so to say, are being requested so that there is no disparity between what the DH expects and what the skills assessments expect out of an applicant before a positive skills assessment is granted to them. Therefore, anybody who might have obtained a positive skills assessment for an XYZ occupation with limited number of documents earlier could be put through some additional documentation and other information which sadly is not available anywhere in black and white. Therefore, all the reason why you must consult a very experienced consultant who has had a large exposure, a wide exposure in dealing with hundreds of occupations and obtaining positive skills assessments. This is all I would like to cover as for today. For any queries, please feel free to contact us. Yes, another thing I would like to add here is that I do notice that most of the consultants are charging a hefty sum for just conducting an eligibility assessment evaluation, or letting you know whether you're eligible, you can go ahead and apply, or what possibly could be a nominated occupation. This amount is considerable. CAAN Wings, on the other hand, does not charge any amount for giving consultation. We at CAAN Wings firmly believe that an applicant has a right to fair and transparent advice and information before he or she decides to proceed with the skilled migration application, and we do not want to tax you with additional consultation fee here. So feel free to send us your CVs or call us on our helpline at 78498 Email us at inquiries@caanwings.com, and we'll be happy to take a look at your profile and get back to you with a free eligibility advice. Until next time, bye-bye and take care.